All right, back for the next steps here. Pretty self-explanatory. Step 4. Go back to the vanishing point, draw a line from the center of the X to the top left corner, right there, all the way down there, of the square. Notice that the line goes through the square. Don't let this confuse you later. So I'm going to do this one, and well, we'll do it step by step so I don't lose you. Uh-oh. Am I doing it right? Uh-oh. Am I doing it right? Yeah, I'm still doing it right. Because I'm going from this corner to that. Even though this looks a little off right here, it'll make sense later, I think. Let's see. Okay. Ooh, I got a little... There's a little... Yeah. Something caught on there. Okay. Alright. Step 5. Starting at the vanishing point, draw a third line up to the right corner of the square. Starting at the vanishing point. Oop, I didn't start at the vanishing point. Whoops. There we go. Alright. Step 6. You guessed it. Draw a fourth line from the vanishing point to the direct center. To the point that, from the vanishing point's direct center up to the bottom right corner of the square. From the vanishing point's direct center to the bottom right. So that one right there. Ooh, that seems a little off. I'm not quite to the vanishing point center. Okay, it's alright if I erase that little line there. I can always just kind of do this. Alright. It's alright if you screw up a little bit. Step 7. Now draw another square inside the perspective lines you've just drawn. You get to decide where the square will sit based on how deep you want the cube to be. And this is one of those things where they're kind of letting you eyeball it, but still do it light. And so from here, they want you to go right down to the bottom of that one. And I pass the bottom of the square. And then bring it over and hit this edge. And then bring it up, connect it. So this takes a little bit of finesse. So let's bring it in for that finesse. But I'm going to draw it light. Make it as parallel as I can. That might be a little off. Okay, so I brought it to that line and bring it up here. I didn't go too deep. Alright, now this is a little off, so I'll correct myself a little bit. But now, where this meets and that other corner meets has to be on point. It's not quite there, so I'll adjust. Like sculpting. Keep adjusting till you get the line that looks just right. Okay, so that's pretty close. That's pretty much the gist of it. Alright. So step 8. Using a darker pencil, trace over the final lines for the cube. Because we're trying to demonstrate a 3D cube, carefully choose the lines that should be visible and ignore the ones that go through and behind the cube. We're almost done here. Trace over the lines, final cube. Because we're trying to demonstrate a 3D cube, carefully choose the lines that would be visible. Ignore the ones that go through and behind the cube. So, something like that. Okay. So this is all going to get erased because it's the cube. This is the front of the cube. Oh, sorry about the shifting light there. It's not on as well as it should be. Alright. I'll erase this one because it's behind it. Okay, again, that's pretty much it. Oh, let me get this one here too. Okay, it's pretty much the gist. Now I'm going to finalize the lines. Oh, I guess I'll erase. I'll erase these two. So now we have a cube floating in the air. Let me finalize it. Even in finalizing, I have a sketchy kind of technique. Okay, go there. This is a tricky one because I got to change my seating position a little bit here. I'm in limited space, so I have to do the best I can with the limited studio space. Alright. And then lastly, erase your perspective lines. Oh, I'm not going to show you, it's too close to me. Back it up. Erase your perspective lines and clean up your final cube lines. You now have a nicely rendered three-dimensional block. And you can even do this. These pencils are even better to get more precise erasing. There you go. So there you go. There's your little 1-point perspective exercise. You can reference this video. Are there better perspective videos out there? Probably. But this is my perspective video. And the more of these concepts, the more practice you get in, the more you can do it and kind of just eyeball it, you know, when you're sketching. Of course, when it comes to do, like, you get pretty serious. If you want to do a comic book or something like that, you should, you know, take it pretty seriously with this kind of stuff. Then there's definitely tools you can use to help you do perspective a lot easier. But it's good to know the fundamentals of a 1-point vanishing technique, how to draw a 1-point vanishing cube perspective, I mean. So there you go. Remember, it's only 10 seconds a day. Maybe I'll do a short video on just sketching a cube like that 3D. And I'll meet you back here for the next perspective assignment from Mastering Perspective by Andy Fish. Thanks for watching.